Hello there. I was just waiting for someone to show up anyway. So, as I mentioned last time, I don't think there's terribly much left to this. I'm pretty sure where I am now on major items, on major upgrades, is where I should be able to get up to the end game area. And I've been satisfied insofar as being able to get the flamethrower, which is possibly the best weapon. At any rate, it's at least a very good weapon. So if I'm correct on where I should be going at this point, it's I should head back to Ukana and try to climb that place where I couldn't go up before. Try to ascend that area. And there is more to the area past there than just the boss, of course. The end boss is at the end of that area, so there will be a bit to go before then. I think... is this the right way? I think the upper of these horizontal paths goes where I'm trying to go. I could be wrong, but I think that's right. Yeah, here we are. I've got the mic a bit away from me. I'll try turning it down a little bit. Oh yeah, the flamethrower is kind of loud, isn't it? I could also try... No? I thought there was somewhere in options that I could, I guess that might only be available on the... Not sure. Ha! I don't think I can actually get all the way up there, though. Yeah, that's doubtful. I put the microphone a little bit away from me, mainly to try and make it less likely that the clacking of my controller is constantly being heard. It's maybe a bit close to the speaker, to my left speaker though, which could be a source of some of the noise. I'm not sure. I think that's where I've had the mic for a while, but I could be wrong. Right through the wall. Finally, I can collect this. This power node fragment that's been taunting me this whole time is finally mine. There we go. Yeah, I turned the game volume down a little bit, and I've tried talking a little bit louder myself. So I moved the microphone physically away from me because I noticed in some of my other recordings that the clacking of my controller was very noticeable. I don't know if that annoys you, but it annoys me listening to someone clack their controllers non-stop. I guess he can't curl up into a ball if he doesn't see me. Also, just the way the desk is laid out here as opposed to at home, that's about the easiest place to put it, to fit the microphone without needing to rearrange a bunch of other things. There's also that. so... Oh, hi! You weren't here before. Trace. Wow, Elsnova? Yes, drones repaired my body before other Risauki. Trace, I am sorry for my reaction earlier. You should not carry blame for Athetos' crimes. Okay. Ahead is elevator to breach. Athetos is inside. I do not ask you to kill him, just shut down breach attractor. But he will try to stop you. As always, there is weak point. Find and destroy it. Once breach recedes, I can help. But I cannot survive in breach, so be careful. Athetos lives, okay? We can lock him up or something, but no killing. No killing. Thank you. So, this is you? I was originally soldier. Does it frighten you? I think I was already at some point beyond fear. Ah, crud, I forgot what I was going to say. Thanks for apologizing. Please don't kill me again. I won't. Be careful. Athetos is devious. You cannot trust him. I'll keep that in mind. Right, so... I think this is our sign that we're supposed to go up now. If I can figure out how. Yeah, okay. I can go up this room. This is the room I was thinking I should go to. Yeah, check that out. Now I can be up here. I just barely couldn't get up here before, as I recall. And of course, this is to make darn sure that you have the red coat. Alright. I guess that's why everything is structured the way... Oh, hey, he's like walking up these steps here. Anyway. So, welcome to Mar Uru, the final area of the game. Let's see, what happens if I hack this guy? Check it out. I now have control over it. It's responding to my button inputs to decide where to go and also when to shoot. This will be important soon. Unfortunately, I don't think it had a team change, so it can't shoot its friends. But, I think it's easier to hack these than to kill them, really. Because they like to sit inside their little shells all the time. Now, is that an enemy? I guess not. Oops. Oh. I thought you were hacked also. Okay, there's the second one I saw had been hacked. So that's odd. I guess I'll let a robot... Oh, that's interesting. My drone can't actually go through a red door like this. I think that might be a mini-boss pass there, but if that's so, then I wonder what was at the top of the room I was in. Save point. That would be a good thing to get before the boss, if there is some kind of boss here. still hacked. Good. Bye. Still does collision damage, by the way. Get down here. It's not really where I want him to be. Hang on, let me... Yeah, I can just lock my own controls and then take out. So first of all, it's useful to have control because of course then you can kill him and he doesn't get out, he doesn't sit inside his shell ever if you've got control. And you can mostly just ignore them in the right positions. Ah, look at that. It's some kind of robot thing. Lots of little shots. I don't really know how to dodge all that. I totally forgot about mini-bosses like this. Yeah, that opens the way a bit farther up. Oops. I didn't think I was going that far to the left, but okay. This is the kind that just goes in slow motion, which is helpful, but not as much as I would hope for. Oh hey, have a free health node. You beat a boss, right? Have a health node. Nice job, robot. Wonder how I can get at that. Huh, that didn't affect anything, so I guess not that. These guys are a bit better at going around obstacles than the robots back in Okinawa were. Well, this is a differently decorated place, isn't it? I still want to know about that room to the right here. Because there has to be some way to get through here, right? I guess in theory, if Flamethrower had enough range, I could hit that button with it, but I don't feel like that's what you're supposed to do here. Oh good, the robots aren't back. Just gonna go ahead and hack this guy. Oh, good, a save point. I was just thinking I was low on health. So, is how to get that past me or behind me? That might be good information. Okay. Let's take another look. So I tried hacking. I haven't tried entering in one of those passwords, but that seems like, you know, I would somehow be able to see the password if I needed it. I don't know how the robot could help here. Probably not one of the weapons that I should be using. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure how to do this. Unless it involves something here that looks like a wall not being a wall, or coming in from another room into this one. Or, of course, collecting enough range nodes to get this over there, but I don't know that that's what it should be. I'm pretty well stumped on this one. You just have very little of this room that you can get to in the first place. That guy was having a small collision error there. Let's see. I imagine so. I would really expect the answer to be something like, I need to go into a place that looks like a wall but isn't actually a wall, by either teleporting in or something else. I'm just not really sure how to do that. Or I've tried everywhere I think should at all look like that's where I'm able to do it, and none of it works. These guys. Well, I don't have any control over these two, so I don't believe that's it, or these three. I can't control them, and I certainly can't bring them to another room. Oh yeah, this. Now I remember. These have a weird property where they stay in the room past... They stay in, like, they do that weird thing that happens in Link's Awakening where you select glitch, where if you room transition, you wind up in the same place in the new room as you were in the previous room instead of changing to the beginning of the room. I don't remember that. It's easy to forget that these guys can have that property. Also, that makes it really easy to kill these guys, doesn't it? You just do this. Yeah, so this is really cool idea relating to glitching, but it's hard to see. It's kind of hard to know that they do this, in my opinion, which is kind of the flaw of this particular puzzle. I also notice how we've gone from very like electronic, clean, robot-looking stuff in about 1 or 2 rooms span. We've gone to completely fleshy, pulsating organs again. In theory, if you'd encountered that behavior before, that puzzle would make a lot more sense right away. Admittedly, I have... Oh, hi. I was just warping around randomly. Here, have a range node, or a size node. Very nice. I guess this area is diggable because it is. But not that area up there that looks very similar. Okay. Oh hey, another boss room. Wonder when it'll be this time. It's the first boss. Again. Demon. Wrong! It's me, Athetos! Obey me! Demon, Athetos, say, kill. Well, it was worth a try. Looks like I'm not actually trapped here though, so maybe I can just pass through. I wonder if I can hack the first boss. No? Okay. Wait, did something just happen? Yeah, a bunch of health appeared in the bottom left of that room for some reason. I'm not sure why. Oh well. Oh, hi. Trying not to go to the final boss just yet, because there is something... have a vague memory of a puzzle I haven't completed yet that I do want to check out. Letter. Drushka's suspicions were correct. Rebirth logs show that a man named Athatos came here once briefly, hundreds or possibly thousands of years ago. Okay. Wait, was that the whole thing? I thought it said one of two. No, it said one of one. Okay. That's weird. I know for a fact that there is a puzzle involving controlling these guys to do something for you. I just don't specifically remember where it is. I would think that it would be before the place where the music cuts out and it's boss theme, but I could be wrong. Maybe this is a save point? Oh, hey! The screen's doing a thing. Wonder what that means. Ah! I found the other breach zone. That's the third one. I think there's always three. What a place to find it. But that's again not what I think I'm looking for. Yeah, the boss is through there. Oh well. Let's just let's bug things here and not need to deal with it. Oh, what the heck? You should have been bugged too. Well, at least the breach area has music. Well, this is a location. Let's just keep going. Look at that door in the walls. Can't enter that door. Ignore the one to the left here. Well, this door to my right doesn't work, so I guess I'm going up. I'm just gonna run away from him. Oh, up. Go up. Why didn't you go up? Why didn't you go up? Go into the door. Please go into the door. Let's see if this guy will drop some health for me. Yes, thank you. That is a door, right? It should work. It looks like a door on the map. What the heck? I've never had a door this uncooperative before. Trace, why won't you go in the door? I'm convinced that's a real door. What the heck? Well, this door is broken, so I guess I'll go back down to the right. You too. Alright, that's much better. Maybe it's a way back only or something? That's really odd. Thank you. Glitched. Good. Oh, he's not, though. What the heck? Like, yeah, here, have some lava to just go through. Why not? Oh boy. That went about as well as I could have hoped. Wait. This room displays exits in both directions. I guess it really does have exits in that direction, too. Alright, where's this go? did get slowed down. Ah, I found the egg. I found the end. What's this? It's Heat Seeker. Projectiles attract towards enemies. Huh. Interesting. There's just a weapon you can obtain in the breach zone, I guess. There might be more than one. I don't really remember for sure. I'm just gonna take this as safely as I possibly can. Just robo-tank my way through there. Health node! Alright. I'll take it. Even though I don't think I'll find any more of those fragments. Oops. Well, that's bad. Okay, we survived. I think that's everything, because every breach zone has 2 items, so those were it. Maybe it'll let me go down here where it wouldn't let me go up? Yeah, so that's a functioning door, it just wouldn't let me. That's really irritating. This is the wrong way. Oops. Oops. Let's just throw a bomb and make these guys controllable. That should make things easier. Oh, hi, random bit of destructible floor. Well, that was a detour, but not the one I was looking for. So, I don't see where there's any room I could have missed, but at the same time, I feel almost certain that I have missed something, because I know for almost certain that there is supposed to be a room where you need to use the ability to control one of these things in order to get past an obstacle. Am I wrong? Am I mistaken about that? And if not, how have I missed the room entirely? I really wanted to show it off because it's one of the cooler puzzles in the entire game. Suspicious of that gap to the left of me, but we've long since learned that a gap in a certain area doesn't necessarily mean that there's anything in there. I guess I could look up an image of the map at least and try to figure out where, compared to my map, am I missing. This will only take a second. I see it. Possibly. Huh. I see multiple odd things. So first of all, I'm just going to do this first because it's farther down. This room, the map shows another tile below where I am in that room. Oops. I actually wanted where I was. That was fine. Yep, there we go. Some more lore. Proverb. When in ancient days the black-hearted retreated from the world, when, after days of war, the carrion birds circled, when graves were filled with the caskets, when the lone orphan plowed the barley. Now at that time were the primordial patterns laid to rest, their masters banished. But just as the seeds of the next harvest are sown, so too did kings plot and plan for the next battle. Did they scheme and make secret dealings. Far to the east, where the sea and the mountains meet, is a cave dug out by crashing waves. Here the kings conspired and set aside the greatest of primordial fires, Dingur Gizbar. With its name as the key, it lays in wait until that day when next masters of pattern again reap the harvest. So that's where you're supposed to get the password Dingur Gizbar that gives you the flamethrower from. How? Like, I understand locked with its name, but it says far to the east, where the sea and the mountains meet. How am I supposed to interpret left of the entrance of the game, left of where the game starts from far to the east? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, this is how you're supposed to get the flamethrower, is you find the code Dingur Gizbar from that proverb, quote-unquote. And you're supposed to realize somehow that it is a code for something. How you're supposed to know that, I'm not exactly sure. I mean, it does sort of tell you, but not really. But anyway, once you have that, then you're supposed to know to go to the place where the flamethrower is, I guess. How exactly that qualifies as a proverb, though, I don't know. It's more of a historical statement. Oh, come on. Oh, stop it. Yeah, that's what I mean. East is a really strange direction to point out. And none of the other details really mean much. I mean, something about mountains and caves or something, waters, oceans, barley. None of that seems like it really means anything as far as where you're supposed to go. I could be mistaken, though. Oh, this is bad, but anyway. Here's where we need to go to get the other stuff. This is where that puzzle I was referring to should be. Trace. Somehow there is a new variant on Sudra, and he's working for the Risauki. He's young. More importantly, he has the AD. If you can still read this, kill him. He can undo everything we've worked for. I still haven't determined where he came from. If there is some alternate passage into the breach, we absolutely must find it. I'm going to make at least 2 new variants to deal with this. So that was written by Athetos, I guess. Trace might not want to kill Athetos, but Athetos wants to kill him. Also, he refers to his own clones as variants. I was hoping I could catch him without him being alerted to me first. Anyway. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. So here we use the ability to control this guy. To go press that button for us. I think I got it. Yeah. And this leads us to one last treasure, which is Reverse Slicer. Spins through the air, then reverses direction. Also, it goes through walls. Worth noting. It's like Kirby's cutter ability. Although I guess it doesn't, its range kind of doesn't care whether you're present or not to catch it. Yeah. So the thing to me, though, about this game, my final complaint about this game, besides the bosses being kind of weirdly structured and a place where it cuts you off, is that why didn't we have puzzles like these earlier in the game? Like the thing where you warp an enemy through a wall, or where you control an enemy like that. Those are really cool ideas that I wish had been come up with much earlier in the development of the game, or just much earlier in the game in general, so we could have a lot more like interesting puzzles of those sorts. I'm gonna try using the heat seeker here. Yeah, he's stuck there anyway. I just kind of wish that there were more interesting glitch types of corruptions to enemies, because a lot of corruptions boil down to just make the enemy easier to kill, like slow it down, weaken it, make it smaller, or make it not explode into more of itself. I kind of wish that more of the glitch effects were kind of strange things like they have in this area. Or at least strange things in addition to what they are to things like slowing enemies down. I don't know. I think there is supposed to be rumored a sequel. Oh yeah, I forgot. My other major complaint we will see once I finish the final boss. So here we go, time to fight Athetos, or maybe not fight Athetos? I don't know. Look at all that breach going on around there. So it's you. Yes, I've been wondering when you'd come. It's been a long time since I've seen another human. What is this contraption you're in? Are you okay? It protects me from the pathogen. I previously used a much more portable device, but the Risauki destroyed it. This ungainly machine merely prolongs my demise. Is it true that you released the pathogen on the whole world, intentionally? Yes. Then you'd better do some explaining. If I tell you too much, your captors will have to kill you. But try this. Long ago, this world Sudra was the doorway to an unrivaled civilization. Like a port on the way to the greatest nation ever envisioned, but the port had a collapse. By the time I came, they barely remembered who they were. They regarded their own technology with superstition and religious reverence. When I first crossed the breach from Earth to Sudra, I was expecting to find enlightenment. Instead, I discovered that they were using the breach to keep out the greater universe. In their superstitious culture, the outside universe is taboo. For this, I do not regret removing the main obstacle in my path. You'd resort to genocide just for that? Imagine millennia of scientific, cultural, and technological progress. A civilization so advanced that our world is Paleolithic by comparison. That is what lies beyond the breach. Death, disease, war, famine, these could become things of the past. But the Sudrans were obstinate. This was the forbidden fruit. The loss of a single people balanced against the whole of humanity. How else could I choose? Well, you did it. You have the breach attractor now. Why not just shut it down? The Rosalki were the flaw in my plan. They are masters of war. If I disable the breach attractor, I free them too. But Trace, with you at my side, we have a chance. Will you help me? Let me think about that for a bit. Okay, I've thought about it, and my answer is... Heck no, you self-righteous jerk. So be it then. Oh, cool. Apparently that was the one enemy type that I lacked hacking, because I've never tried hacking it before. So anyway, these are a distraction. They're not actually the boss. What I need to do is destroy that green pulsing thing up there. Let's try using this. So, that's not very useful, right? So this is a weird boss, but remember what Elsnova told us. Oh look, it's Elsnova. She's attacking the breach attractor up there directly. This green thing right here is protecting because it's pulling all that breach in that prevents her from coming along. So this boss fight is kind of weak, honestly. You just kind of shoot the green thing until it dies. Athetos keeps summoning these shooty things, but they also keep giving me health. So if you have enough max health, it just doesn't matter usually. Isn't he already kind of in his underwear, though? Yeah, looks like he is. I mean, this is my first time beating this game while not at 100%. And I was still able to basically face tank this boss to death without much thought. That's the thing. Like, this final boss is absolutely disappointing. The music is great, and the cool, like, the Elsnova showing up to help is amazing, but the boss fight itself, like, what I have to actually do is really, really simple and dull. I don't know. So, it appears I have lost. Elsnova, we did it! The breach is gone. I'm sorry, but there is one more thing I need to do. You're going to kill him, aren't you? You can't do anything now. Just leave him. Unfortunately, that's not a chance we can take. This was inevitable, Trace. Do not blame yourself. Athetos. Well. So that's it. I'll never know if... I mean, what if he could have been redeemed? Trace, you are not him. He chose wrongly, not you. But now it is time for you to go home. Go home? As the clone of a mass murderer? What's even there for me? Do not worry, we have taken care of it. What's happening? I'm suddenly exhausted. Rest now. Perhaps we'll meet again sometime. Wait, please. As for what happened next, I guess that's the achievement for not killing the first boss again. I was back, but this was different. It was as if nothing ever happened. The laser lab had still collapsed, but I was uninjured, and nobody else seemed to think that was strange. I didn't stick around much longer. I tried to go back to my former life, but it felt wrong. I didn't know who I was anymore, or where I belonged. So basically, I had to get back to Sudra to find the truth of things. I started with what I'd learned there. I was determined to get to the bottom of it. That was all I had left. And in some other thing, like... So this is... I guess time travel happened? But, I don't know. This whole ending is kind of weird and not entirely satisfying. There's a lot of unanswered questions, like, if having 100%ed the game, I've read more of the lore entries, it's not really entirely clear that the Risauki have ever been the good guys in any way. It's not entirely clear that the paradise that Athetos referred to actually exists in the first place. Just the Sudrans think it does. It's kind of weird. I don't know what to make of it. This is built using Anime Studio, apparently. So... I think there's an after-credits scene which makes this all much more confusing. If I'm wrong, then maybe the scene I'm thinking of only shows up if you beat the game on hard mode? I don't really remember. But just to give you an idea, basically an older Trace appears behind the Trace who was just talking and is like, "You didn't think you could get away from me that easily, did you?" Or something like that, and it doesn't make any sense. If it does, I don't know how it makes sense. Because time travel was employed, and because this Trace became obsessed with, coming back to Sudra, the question is, does this Trace actually go forward in time and eventually come back and be that Athetos? And so he says it was inevitable because he remembers this happening from the other perspective. Again, this is another thing that's not very clear. Spencer again? Spencer again is in the special thanks. Did they thank Spencer already once? Well, anyway. It's the thanking you thing. Also, here's what appears to be Trace crumpled up at the bottom of this whatever the heck. This giant pit or something. So since it's only 11 or so, I'm going to take a short break, I think, and then start Super Panda Adventures. Final stats. Difficulty, normal. Oh, whoops. I pushed away from it. So I guess that after credits scene didn't show up. Maybe it only appears in hard mode? It's really odd. Anyway. So I'm going to pause the stream and come back in just a moment after I get a couple things set up. and start Super Panda Adventures. So I'll be right back. I'm also going to retitle the stream to appropriate name.